This is the case that I bought for my Japanese 3DS XL. I showed it at the end of the video when I unboxed it. Although I didn't really show it on the system, I just showed that I had one. This is what the packaging looks like. You know, really bright, really colorful. It has a hard plastic front that wraps around to the back. This cardboard backing here is what holds the case in. Basically, you pull this plastic tab, and once you pull that, you can slide this backing out and get to the case. Its packaging is identical to the pink glittery one that I got for my American 3DS XL, so not much different there. It really is a nice packaging, and I didn't really pay attention to the packaging until I got the American one. Since Hori released this in America, and I'm not sure what other country, but I bought the same clear one that I have here, and the packaging looks like this. It was basically two pieces of cardboard that were glued together at the sides. It has a plastic well in the center where the case is. Because the backing is all cardboard, you have to cut it to get into it, which is why it looks like this at the top. The back of it is nowhere near, like, you know, as fancy, just because it has so many languages on it. And while it does have a lot of languages, it managed to keep the same little guide here, little image guide to how you would put the case on the system. The Japanese case here looks like this, and honestly it is a really good case. It protects it great. I put this in my purse when I'm going to work or something like that, so I can get different street passes, and I haven't had any issues with this scratching. Even the case, like, it may have a few lines here and there, but I mean, it is a really good case. It's thick, so you don't have to really worry about it bumping or anything like that. I love this case, and that was why I decided to get a second one. I was happy that they released it in America, because I was figuring, oh well, I guess I'll just get all my accessories from Japan for the system, because even though it's been out for over a year now, there are not very many cases for the XL. I don't know if these are available in stores yet or not, but I was able to get it online. The only difference between this case and the American case is the label right here. It says 3DS LL on the Japanese one, and I'll show you the American one. Once again, it is exactly the same as the Japanese one in quality, in markings, the fit, everything is exactly the same. Except for here, it says 3DS XL. A small difference that you wouldn't even notice, and honestly, I didn't notice until, I don't know how long. I had the case for about, you know, maybe a week before I noticed it. So that's the only difference. If I open it, you'll see that it wraps around at the bottom just like the pink one did. It has this little overlap here where the palms rest and everything. It fits just like the other one did. That was the American, and this is Japanese, and I open it. Exactly the same. The quality is exactly the same. If you were looking to get one of these and maybe you weren't sure if there was a difference, or you didn't even know that they had releases in America, yes they did, and the quality is exactly the same as the Japanese one. I will say that if I were going to decide which one to get, I would probably go with the American one, just because it shipped quicker and it was cheaper. The American one costs about $12.99, and it got to me within 2 days. The Japanese one, however, cost me $25, and it got to me in about 2.5 weeks. Like I said, I bought this before it was released in America, so I mean, you know, there was no other way to get one. But now that they are released in America, it means they're stocked here, so they can get to you quicker, and they are cheaper. Seeing as how the quality is the same, I would just get the American one. If I were you guys and didn't have one already, I would just get the American one. If you don't want the clear, it does come in a transparent blue and a transparent red. So you can either match it to your system, or maybe if you have a blue, if you put the red case on it, it can give it a kind of purple look or something like that. Either way you go, it is a really good case. It's a really protective case. It does its job. You don't have to worry about it falling off. It has a really snug fit to it. I like the case a lot, and I would continually buy it. Like, if I ever had a problem or lost one or something like that, I would immediately get another one. I have no qualms about getting it. So just wanted to let you guys know. I have the links in the description for where you can get both of these. The last time I checked, the clear was out of stock, but the red and the blue were still there. So if you wanted the clear one, just check back kind of regularly. Thanks for watching.